Okay guys, Lemon Sunshine, we are back with some more WWE Personally Babe, just like your story. So I didn't record the last 2 days because I was lazy and I was hanging out with some friends, so I didn't have time to. Don't remember what part we're on, but we're on chapter 5. And the last part we ended, it was pretty sad. Not gonna lie. Yeah. So, do I even have the music on? Is there like no music at this point? I think I have the sound on. It's really important that if you haven't started to think about what you're going to do for the big creative project, you think about it now. Oh, there you go. That's loud. They're due in 2 weeks, so if you don't at least know what you're doing, you can figure it out immediately. You can talk to me after class if need be. There's no homework for tonight other than studying for the test tomorrow. I'm finished early again. Before I thought it was just because I was planning better. Now I just wonder if my classes aren't just getting shorter and shorter. That's bad. Alright, well, that's it. I guess we're running a bit early, so I'm gonna let you go now. But please take your time going to the cafeteria, alright? No need to rush. Excuse me. That's all. They all slowly start to leave. Then I realize, no, only 2 have actually left. Everyone else is just milling about, kind of aimlessly. Akira. You changed out your school uniform for some reason. You're all welcome to stick around in the classroom and eat if you want. Thanks. Oh fuck, her voice. Sup, Akira? Why aren't you with your boyfriend? I'm about to speak, but then I realized there's nothing I can say with honesty. I know exactly why he's not with Nolan, but I can hardly say that, can I? Yeah, I thought you were spending your lunches with Nolan. Well, he's apparently working things out with Taylor privately. No big deal. It's good they're making up. Oh shit. Kendall. I'm sure it's fine. Better that she stops raging so hard over getting dumped, bro. Yeah, Yeah, cause Taylor is toast the type for forgiving. Let me tell you, bro, I would not trust my girlfriend anywhere near her if I didn't want some sort of drama clusterfuck. Kendall! I'm sorry, you guys, she's not very cute when she's being inexplicably hostile towards friends. Lol, friends, in quotation marks. If Taylor breaks up my ships, so she breaks up Kendall and Charlotte again, well, not again. She didn't break them up. But she breaks up Kendall and Charlotte, or if she breaks up Akira and Nolan, I will slap her. I tried so hard for that. Come on. No, she was like, come on, knock it off, really. It's really not endearing. Sorry. Come on, let's keep it civil here. It's not a big deal. People talk to their exes all the time. It's not something worth getting worked up over. Everyone turns awkwardly, as I hope they realize I'm right. The conversation never returns, though. Kendall and Akira just turn to occasionally saying something quietly to the other. Charlotte frequently looking like she might have something to say, but then never actually does. Ariana sits on her own, her attention alternating between her computer and stealing glances at me, of course. I don't think she realized I noticed, so I pretend I don't. Everyone seems to be more paying attention to their computers than to each other in general. It's the most awkward sight I've ever seen from an ordinarily very social group. Oh my god. Hey bro, 2 things. What time did you say we were gonna meet tomorrow? Just want to be sure, don't want to stand around awkwardly for like an hour again. And 2, do you mind if I spend lunch on Monday with Taylor? Sounds like she wants to apologize for being such a bitch. Would be nice. No, not a problem at all. It's totes, really. Really hope that it turns out well for you. given that you told me about her. And, well, yeah, let's not repeat the last date. We said 2 p.m. Okay, thanks. Don't get back together with Taylor. I already read this, right? What I did mostly. I really rather talk to you about it in person. Is one of those things that needs to be said. Can we meet up at lunch on Monday, or are you busy with Akira? No, he'll understand. Monday's good. Weren't you gonna say something? To Mr. Rook, you asshat. Oh, right. Let me figure out how to actually say it. Say what? I can't say I really understand what that literature lecture was about. If not even the great Charlotte can understand that, we'll hope that the rest of us have. Lol, yeah. Okay, are you happy? There you go. I should be caught up now. I should be caught up enough now. Not for lack of trying, I guess. I eat my lunch patiently, wondering if Akira's actually going to follow through on his plans to strike up conversation. Mercifully, he eventually does. Hey, sir. I was wondering, have you ever read a novel called Digital Shinigami? Is that supposed to be a reference? Because there's a game called Digital, a love story, and it's like a prequel to this one, and I forgot, so I didn't play it first. Whoops. It seems like it'd be up your alley. No, I don't think so. Who's it by? Eriko Yamizaki. Don't know if you heard of her. Nope. Huh. Any relationship? Is she some distant cousin of yours? Nah, my grandmother actually. But she was a really big sci-fi writer in like the 1980s, and actually is kind of cool. Wow, I never knew that. That's really cool. For reals, bro. Also, it's a lot of like some of the stuff we've been really reading earlier this year. Oops. You don't say. I'll have to keep my eye out for it then. What's it about? Well, do you know what a Shinigami is normally? I'm not that big of an anime fan to know that. I don't believe so, no. Well, here's where Akira turns into the biggest weeaboo ever. Yeah, I'm not even a weeaboo either. I'll be completely honest, so yeah. I have absolutely no idea what she just said, but Akira gives her the dirtiest look. WTF, weeaboo? I'm actually Japanese. Oh yeah. You mad, Kendall? Haha, well, remind me again where you were born. Oh my god, STFU. We were having a conversation. Anyway, Kendall just smirks to herself, clearly haven't gotten in a very clever insult. If only I knew what the hell it was. Oh man, what was I talking about? Shinigami. Oh right. I burp. Oh yeah! How did I forget that? Not that big of an anime fan, but at least I have watched Soul Eater, and I know that much. It was really great, except for the ending. That was sad. Well, it's not a sad ending, it was just sad. Anyways, there is sort of Jeff Spirit. I changed Akira's voice again. Sometimes they just carry out your soul to the afterlife, or if you die with regrets, they might try to put them right before they can move on. You know, stuff like that, they're not usually supposed to be that big on the haunting thing, but it happens. Huh, interesting. So it's kind of like the Grim Reaper. Sort of. Except you're more likely to get a cute girl in a yukata. Excuse me. Except you're more likely to get a cute girl in a yukata. The skeleton in a... Ooh, wait. You people remember the last episode, right? There was like this cute girl in yukata, like that robe thingy that Japanese people wear to like festivals and stuff. I hope I'm right. Like the cute girl in yukata. Maybe she's a Shinigami. Maybe she's like a dead spirit who's like trying to remind me about the girl who should not be named because I get uncomfortable whenever I name her and I get really sad. Yeah, maybe she's a Shinigami, and she's, like, delivering a message from her, from the dead, and, like, yeah. Boom! Then a skeleton in a robe. Why would you think Akira mentions a cute girl in a yukata? Duh! It has to do with her! If you don't know who her is, you gotta watch the last episode. Okay. Enough figuring stuff out. Also, nobody actually believes in the Green Reaper. Hello. Huh? Anyway, the book's about the book's about a sort of futuristic take on that. You know, modern death spirits now have to cope with technology, that sort of thing. It's totes rad. He keeps going on, but I get caught up on his original explanation. It sounds a little too... See! It sounds just a little too familiar. I'll have to look that up then. It sounds, interesting. I make the motions of continuing conversation with him, and my mind is completely elsewhere. Tuesday night. I thought we were going to see her again. There's nothing? Okay, I don't want to read this. I want to read messages. I was just talking to Nolan, and I'm sure you know, I hope you don't think I'm being too rude here, since it's clearly none of my business, but there were some things about our conversation that jumped out at me, and I really want him to be happy. It seemed like there were some things that he just wasn't sure how to bring up to you. I'm sorry, that's not too presumptuous of me, is it? I know I haven't been the nicest to you, I'm sorry, it really is just jealousy. And I'd like to apologize for that. I swear to God, if you break them up, I will slap a bitch. Come on, let me be happy with my ships. Wish me luck. I'm going to try talking to Akira. Maybe I could get him to listen to reason. Good luck. You'll need it. Honey. Charlotte is amazed by how completely incomprehensible conversations between Kendo and Akira turned out. Oh, I'm so glad to hear it's not just me. Cry. Man, he's my boyfriend, and even still I only get like every other word out of his mouth. Are you complaining? It sounds like you're complaining. This is a public conversation. You're complaining. God. So everything's cool then. Do not break up Nolan and Akira. I already knew about Nolan. I already knew about Akira confessing to Nolan and stuff like that. I already know about that because I kind of like cheated a little. Like, by accident. I didn't do it on purpose. I was trying to, like, search up the summary for the story, and then Wikipedia happened, and then it gave me the entire story, and then I, like, oh. Yeah. I did not read the rest, but if she breaks them up, I swear you won't be alive the next day. No, I'm kidding. I can't even come up to you and, like, ugh. There's nothing more in life that I hate more than marking tests. Even when it's not that many at once, it's just an absolutely excruciating experience. You can take it easy. My math teacher takes like 2 months to grade one test or a quiz. Come on. You don't need to like grade it in like a day. You could like take a week. The literacy level isn't as bad as some people like to exaggerate it to be. But somehow that doesn't help when you're evaluating answers like, the lady's problems were that marriage was necessary, and Shisadio's cross-dressing identity mistaken. Thank you, Taylor. I'm pretty sure that's not a sentence, at least not in any language I speak. How the fuck do you even begin to mark something like that? They're not all bad. They're not all that bad. Well, most of them are, actually. Charlotte's answers are at least comprehensible. But that's just because she's writing what I said in class. Verbatim in places. I end up bumping everyone's marks up so much that the class average is a low 80. If everyone's having trouble, then that means it's my fault. No need for them to suffer like that. For that. Sigh. Next morning. Okay, I'll be handing back your tests at the end of the period. The class average was about 83, so go to work, everybody. For the last unit before the independent study and exam review, I'm going to give you something much easier than the last few I've been. I know you're all exhausted, so now we're going to be taking a look at some short stories, specifically Edgar... Oh god, I can't pronounce his name so well. Edgar Allan Poe. Edgar Allan Poe. It shouldn't take more than half an hour to read the first. Once you're all done, there's a couple of questions that I'll put up on the board to answer. But they're all very straightforward. It isn't going to be strenuous. I'll let him go to read. I didn't really have any intention of presenting this as being easy, but given the abysmal test scores, I think I need to restrain myself. They are clearly all struggling. As I copy out the easier questions I prepared last night, that's all I can think about. Maybe this just isn't my week at all. Maybe it's just not their week. The class seems all as stressed as I am. Well, I never did expect this to be an easy job. Prep period. I'll take that to read my 17 messages. Well, not mine, but... I'm really worried about this whole Taylor X Nolan thing. What do you think? I asked Kendall, but she just exaggerates everything. But, should I be worried? I don't know. I wish I could help you, but this is a little out of my real understanding. I can't say I have any experience with either boys or straight girls. What do you think? Is there really cause for concern? Okay, it's fine. I know you don't really have it in for me. I actually really did want to know what you two were talking about. I know things between you were not so great. Well, I was responsible for screwing it up between us. I wish I had let him go sooner instead of just clinging on to him for selfish purposes. It was a very me thing to do. We just talked about him now. Mostly, he sounds like you two are really doing well. Even if he obviously not interested in you sexually, at least he finally has a friend again. I know he was feeling really desperate for one when he traded me for you. Do you really say that? He's a hard boy to coax things out of. Don't worry about it too much if he didn't want to tell you about that. You have to understand that he tries very hard not to be vulnerable, except to the people he's the very closest to. Come on. Sleepy Kendall is sleepy. Everything sucks. Like you on Akira's dick. Yeah, everything's cool. What's more there to say? Akira, shitty. Everything is shitty. What's wrong, bro? Just have to bring myself to something hard. Shit sucks. What, that your boyfriend doesn't actually love you? Well, he does, but he doesn't want to have sex. I don't know. I was actually curious myself. What was the name of the book you were telling Mr. Rick about the other day? Digital Shinigami by Eriko Yamazaki. Oh yeah, his last name is Yamazaki. Wow. Thank you. I didn't know you're into those types of stories. There's a lot you don't know about me, Kendall. Like, you don't know her weirdest position. You don't know she's into BDSM. Nah. Somehow, when my prep period arrives, I find myself forced into the classroom again. I have got to talk to that teacher who keeps using the office for frivolous things, with absolutely nothing to do. Oh, I need to stop. Let's pretend I didn't read that first part. I'll see you guys in the next part of whatever part this is. Yeah. See you guys in the next part. Bye!